Have you ever felt like you just couldn't catch a break?
Yeah, sometimes despite our efforts, life can still bring about challenges.
As in the case of my husband, Dr. Don Parker.
We may look like we have it all together, but here's a peek behind the curtain.
John 16:33 says,
"For I have told you these things, so that in me you may have peace."
"In this world you will have trouble, but take heart.
For I have overcome the world."
I'm Claudia Parker.
And I'm Donna Parker.
5 Minutes of Faith starts now.
My name is Dr. Don Parker, and I'm a resilient leader. And today, you're watching 5 Minutes of Faith with the lovely Claudia Parker. I was raised on the south side of Chicago in a Christian home. My strong faith really had to come into play when I found myself on a hospital bed. And I had tubes all down my throat, in my nose, cable strapped to my body, and I was feeling the weakest that I've ever felt in my life. I was suffering from a condition called diverticulitis. Diverticulitis is when your colon has pockets in it, and the food cannot move past the pockets. So it totally bags up your digestive system, and it causes severe pain, and that's what I was experiencing. I had to have surgery to remove over a foot of my colon. I was in that hospital room, lying in that bed. I was thinking to myself, what's gonna happen with my family if, I don't get better? Because at this time I had a 3-year-old daughter, and my wife was pregnant with my second daughter. And I just had all these random thoughts thinking in my head like, man, is this the end? Am I about to die? After talking with the Dr. Moore, he told me that the underlying factor could be stress. I went to college and majored in physical education and health. And as soon as I graduated from college, I got a high school teaching job. I love my job. I was coaching sports. I was teaching PE and health. I always thought that I would retire from that position because I loved it so much. I could see myself doing that for the rest of my life. However, after doing that for like 6 or 7 years, I felt destined in my heart that I could do more. So I went to school, I got my master's degree in educational administration. All my life I was told, hey, if you don't take risks, you won't grow. After being a PE teacher, I took the opportunity to become a dean of students, and I was in that role for 5 years. And then I took a job as an assistant principal where my salary went up $20,000. At this point, life was great. Me and my wife were about to have our first baby. We thought it would be okay for her to stay at home with the new baby. However, after that first year, I lost my job due to a reduction in force. We had several rental properties. Those properties were vacant. So now here I was with a brand new baby, no job, no income, and I thought that would be the peak of my stress level. However, things decided to spin downward from there. After being ripped from my assistant principal's job, I applied for other jobs where I thought I wanted to work. However, the offers just were not coming. And then thankfully, by the grace of God, I was given an offer to be an assistant principal. But this particular school was over a 60-mile commute. It was a $30,000 decrease in salary, and it was in a depressed area. Things just looked like they were continuing to get worse because at the end of that school year, I was also ripped. After being ripped from that job, I landed what I thought was the dream job. I was a high school athletic director and assistant principal. It was a good salary, and I really enjoyed the job. But over time, that job became very grueling. Hours were from 7:30 to what seemed like 10:30, at least 3 or 4 nights out the week, because I was in charge of running all the after-school activities and sports programs. Ultimately, the rigor of that job and the stress landed me in the hospital. I thought I was going to die. As I was laying on that hospital bed, I began to pray. I told God that I wanted to live. God healed me. I'm healed not only physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. And from that moment, God has blessed me to really find my way in my work, in my relationships, and, pursuing my goals and my dreams. Right now, I'm in my 3rd year as a principal. I enjoy my coworkers. I love my staff. I love my students. I feel supported. And just recently, my school was rewarded for having the highest growth on NWEA scores. And in addition to that, the Lord is really helping me work towards my purpose. One of the largest educational book publishing companies accepted my manuscript and gave me a contract to publish my book titled Building Bridges, Engaging Students at Risk Through the Power of Relationships. Even when you don't feel like your promises or your destiny is being fulfilled, even when you feel like you're stressed out, even when you feel like, you don't have the income that you want, or, your relationships have gone bad, or your health has waned. But if you continue to trust in God and believe in the promise that He gave you, God will make sure that they come to fruition.